Hey yo, I hope you're having a good day today. My name's Somewhatartistichuman, and we're doing another Wreck This Journal video today. So we're going to be starting off with this page, which is going to be the entire video, because this page says to doodle over top of the cover, the title page, the instructions, and the copyright page. So it's going to be a lot of pages. I'm just going to be decorating all of the beginning pages. It also says to fold over the corner of your favorite pages, but I have done like 0% of this book, so I'm not sure what my favorite pages are going to be yet. So we'll do that at like the end of the series, I think. We are going to be starting off with decorating the cover, and I say decorating because the cover is very smooth. I don't think any paint or anything's gonna stick well to it, and if it does, it's not staying very long. So I decided that stickers might be a good idea for this. So I pulled out these cat stickers, which I really like. They're really cool. They're like more papery than normal stickers. Normal stickers are like slick. These ones feel kind of papery. I don't know, I just think they're really cool and different. And they're cats too, which is like, come on, cats are my favorite. I love cats so much. So I just picked out some of my favorites and put them all around on the cover and on the spine and the back of the book. I really love these two cats that their tails are making a little heart. I think it's adorable. That's why they're front and center. Some of the stickers were a little bit weird. They weren't cut out properly on the sticker sheets, so some of their ears were missing and stuff. You also can't really see them very well, so later on when I put Mod Podge on, that kind of fixed it, thankfully. They're still a little difficult to see, but it's a lot better than it was before. So that's going to be the cover and back done, all nice and easy. And then we're moving on to the title page and the inside of the cover. So I'm going to start off with the inside of the cover, and I'm just going to do like some doodles all over it. I do these kind of doodles a lot. You may have seen in my painting Easter squishies video, I did an egg very similar to this. I did it in purple as well, so that's kind of funny that I used purple again. It is one of my favorite colors. Green is my all-time favorite color, but purple is a close second. But yeah, so I doodle like this a lot. It's very relaxing to just draw lines over and over again and not really have to think too much about it. It does take quite a while to do though, but it's a good distraction, you know? Do you guys have like a favorite way to doodle? Like, do you have a go-to doodling method? Or do you just kind of do whatever? I really like this pen that I'm using. It's a metallic gel pen. I have some cheaper gel pens too, but these ones are a lot nicer. I have like so many of these pens because they're my favorite. They are Pilot pens, in case you're wondering. I use them all the time in like my journals and stuff. They just work so nice. I love them. Alright, now that I'm done with that page, my cat decided to join me for the next part. Pulling out my ruler, and I'm just gonna draw some straight lines on this page. And then I traced around the words, made like a little bubble around them, because I want to leave that part blank. And then I started just drawing random squares and triangles, and filled up the whole page like that. Then I took this cutout from a Fruity Pebbles box, which is my favorite cereal, by the way. Do you have a favorite cereal? And I took 4 Poscas that I picked out and started filling in the random shapes. I got this idea from watching Steven Universe. I really love that show. It's such a good show. I think I was watching it as I was coloring this in. I think it was Steven Universe Future. But anyways, a lot of times on the show, they'll do this thing where like they'll freeze on a character like when they're excited about something, and they'll do like this really cool background with like random shapes and stuff. They're usually more pastel and more blended than this, but it's what gave me the idea, so I thought I'd mention that. I really love Steven Universe. It's such a good show. I like that it talks a lot about mental health issues because that's something I struggle with, so it's cool to have a show to relate to. And it's also a cartoon, and I really love cartoons, especially with being an artist. It's fun to see different art styles, and when I was younger, I really wanted to be like a cartoonist or an animator and do stuff like that, but I have yet to learn how to do that, so maybe I'll do that someday. Can make a video out of it. I also wish that I had chosen 5 colors instead of 4. It would have gone a lot smoother, I think, with 5 colors, because sometimes it was difficult to figure out how to arrange the colors so that they weren't touching. I do like the colors I chose though. I think they look really nice together. I don't think I said earlier, I'm using the Fruity Pebbles box behind it to make sure that nothing leaks through, because I'm going to be decorating the next page too, so just want to make sure it doesn't leak through too much. It really bothers me that I left that triangle uncolored till the very end. Like, why did I do that? I know I was trying to figure out what color to do it in, but why did I have to leave it for so long? I can't not see it, and now you have to stare at it too, so I'm sorry. But it really bothers me. After I finished filling in all the squares and stuff, I took a silver Posca pen and filled in the words and outlined the little bubbles I made. And that's that page done. And I think it's cute. I like it a lot. It's different than I was picturing it, but it looks nice. It's fun. Alright, on to the copyright page. So for this one, I knew I wanted to do something in ink because I really love book pages with ink drawings on them. I think they look really cool and cute, and I wanted to do something like that. And I thought the copyright page was a great page to do that on. So I just kind of sketched out a little monster and just went with it and just took my micron pen and started kind of scraggly, I don't know how to describe it, scribbly filling it in, I guess. And can I just say that I love this creature so much? I would die for him. I love him so much. He needs a really good name, so if you have any name suggestions, leave them down below. But I love him, and I think that he needs a good name to be finished, you know? But anyways, we're gonna be moving on to the warning page now. So I start by sketching out some drips, because I want to do a rainbow drippy thingy going on. So I just sketched out the drips, and then I'm coloring the red, because that's gonna be the first color of the rainbow. At first I wasn't going to do all the way to the top, but as I was doing the orange, I decided it looked really weird to not fill that in, so I ended up going all the way to the top of the page. I feel like whenever I'm drawing a rainbow, I always leave out indigo because it's so close to blue and purple, there's not much point in adding it in. But I feel kind of bad for indigo, it just doesn't get any recognition, you know? All my rainbows are 6 colors instead of 7. I wanted to mention that I'm just using Crayola colored pencils, and later on I'm just using cheap gel pen, all my materials are not fancy. They're all pretty cheap stuff because there's a lot to this book. Oh, sorry, my cat knocked the tripod there. So I don't want to use all my, really nice materials on something like this. And also, I kind of want to show that you can make cool stuff with cheap materials. You don't have to have the most expensive things. And I just kind of wanted to show that a little bit. And also, I'm not made of money, so I wanted to be able to use cheaper stuff when there's so many pages that I'm going to be doing in this book. But yeah, anyways, after I was done doing the rainbow, I just traced the bottom in a black color pencil, and then I took a white gel pen and did some shinies, which I need to learn how to do better. I think it's still good that I added them, but they're not the best. And now we're moving on to this page. It's this page belongs to one, or this book belongs to page. I don't know what to call this. But anyways, so on the blank page next to it, I drew this girl holding a paintbrush, which I'm really happy with. I'm always so nervous to draw people because it's so easy to make them look really creepy. But I'm really happy with how she turned out. I think she's really cute. I like her haircut a lot. It's kind of similar to mine, but not exactly because I have bangs, and my hair isn't curly. I really wish it was, but it isn't. So after I finished lining her with my micron pen, I took a poster board and put it behind because I'm going to be doing some splatter painting here, and I didn't want everything to get messy. And now I'm realizing that my camera is having such a hard time focusing on the wood, and I couldn't figure out why it was so blurry before, but now I see that it was the wood in the background was causing it to be so blurry. But with the white background, you can see so much better. So now that I know that, in future videos I'll have something in the background instead of the wood so that you can see a lot better, because it's way too blurry without it and it's kind of hard to see some things. So I'm really sorry about that. Now I know what's going on and I can fix it. It's especially bad on this next one because I'm doing more lines again. So we're on the instruction page now, and I drew a whole bunch of lines with my ruler on this one. So it's kind of like lined paper. I like to doodle like this on lined paper. I do different things depending on the paper. I don't know if you do that. But I kind of just draw a whole bunch of lines making triangles and stuff like that all down the page, because it takes a long time, and so it's good for like a distraction. I especially did this when I was in school because I have ADHD, so I need to fidget and do stuff if I'm going to be able to listen. So this was a really good way to be able to listen while I'm doing stuff, because it's a it's a doodle, but it's structured, so I don't have to think about what I'm going to be doing next on there. I can listen while I'm doing this. This is one of my cheaper gel pens that I just got off of Amazon. They work pretty well, but sometimes, like, the ink doesn't come out very well, so I took an envelope and put it behind there, just like a random scrap envelope I had laying around, so that the pen would work better. And you also may have noticed that the little clippy thing has fallen off. All of them have done that on these pens, and it's kind of annoying because the pens also came with refills, which is nice. I'm not mad about that. It's that the clippy part is what says the refill number on it, so I don't know what to refill them with. I think the tubes on the inside also have the refill number, but it's just kind of annoying. But, that's what you get with cheap materials, which is totally fine. I was expecting great things from it, so. And now we're going to move on to the actual instructions part of this page, of these pages. I don't know. So I started off with sketching some flowers and some little doodads, like swirly doodads, which I didn't end up following anyways, but it's okay. They're still there. And then I took my micron pen and traced over all that, except for on this side, I kind of went a little off track and didn't follow them exactly, which I'm glad I did, because it ended up working out a lot better later on. After I was done tracing those with my micron, I took more of my gel pens and I just colored in all of the words for each instruction in the same color, which took a really long time, but it was nice to just color for a bit. I mentioned this in the last video, but in case you didn't see that, my hair turned from brown to green because I dyed it midway through filming all these, because I filmed these at the same time as I filmed the last one. In case you're wondering what that's about, that's what's going on with that. Also, sorry this video is going to be a little bit of a longer one just because there's so many pages to do, but I hope you stick around until the very end to see everything I've done, because I'm really happy with them, and I want to share them with you. After I finished filling in all the words, I took the same colors to color the little border design I did, so using the green on the swirly parts, and the yellow in the middle of the flowers, and on those random little dots, and then the other 3 colors to color in the flowers, which, like I was saying earlier, I'm glad that I switched it up my design a little bit, because I just so happened to have the right amount of colors to repeat the pattern the perfect amount of times, so very happy with that. And then after I was done with that page, we are finally done with all the beginning pages, and we can finish up this page that started it all. So for this page, I drew a book with a rainbow coming out of it and stars, because for this one, we had to do a lot of other pages in the book, and so there's a lot of color added to the book, so it just made sense in my brain. Yeah, we got a lot of use out of my ruler today. I'm glad that I happen to have this from when I was in middle school still. The other day, I found this one that had, like, dinosaurs on it, but then it broke, and I'm really upset about it. Anyways, so these colored pencils are Crayola smelly pencils. Like, they have scents to them. I mean, not really, you can't really smell it, but they are advertised to have scents to them. And I thought that was really interesting and weird. Like, smelly markers make sense. Scented markers, it makes sense because it's ink and it's wet and, like, you can smell them. But you can't smell wax very well. I don't know. It's just weird. I also think this green is, like, super light. Like, I feel like based on the shell of the colored pencil. Is that what it's called? The shell? I don't know. It should be a lot darker. And based on the other colors, too, it's definitely, like, the lightest one. It feels even lighter than the yellow. So that's weird, but it works fine. I also forgot to carry on the rainbow to the other page because it makes more sense to do that than just leaving it cut off. So I drew that on there with the ruler. And then I drew more stars on the other page too, which are beautiful. They're all so they're good. All the stars are amazing, immaculate, and perfect. I don't know what you're talking about. Then I just erased the inside of the stars after I was done with those and colored all of those in with the same colors as the rainbow. Then I colored the pages of the book with the yellow and colored the spine blue. And then I crossed off all of the things because we've completed them all now. And that's it for this page. So let's look over what we've done today. So we've got the cover done with all the cute little cat stickers. And here, like, I feel like you can see them better now. like I was saying earlier, the Mod Podge helped, which I put on so thick. I don't know why I put it on so thick, but it's got texture now, but it's fine. Then here's the spine and the back of the book. And then we have the cover page, the title page, this page, with the purpley, swirly line design and the random triangles and squares design. I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. I think they look nice. And then moving on to the next page with my favorite little creature in this whole world. I love him so much. Don't forget to leave a name for him down below if you have any suggestions. And we also have the rainbow drip page for the warning page. And then we have the paint splatter page, which I think is really cute. I like how it turned out a lot. I think it's very fun. It did kind of cover up my name and stuff on the other page, but I feel like that was kind of boring, so it's fine. I'm not worried about it. I also colored in the paintbrush with the green paint. I don't think I mentioned that earlier, but that's the thing that I did. And then we have the instruction page with the cool, well, I think it's cool, line design and the floral pattern on the actual instructions. And last but not least, we have this page. I don't know what to call it, but we have this page. With the checklist and all that, and the rainbow book. And I think it turned out nice. I like it. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today. I'm sorry this was a little bit of a longer video, but I really wanted to fit all these pages in this video because of the last page I did. It just made much more sense to do it that way. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you liked watching me do all the coloring and stuff. Next week's video is going to be a drawing video, not with Reckless Journal, but a different thing. And then the week after that will be Reckless Journal again. So if you like this, I hope you stick around to see me finish this book. It's going to take a while, but I'm really excited to work on it, and there'll be a lot of videos on it in the future. So if you're interested, you can subscribe and turn on post notifications so that you get a notification when I post another video, so you can keep up with the series. That's gonna be it for today, so thanks again for watching, and I hope that I will see you next week.